Yo, hey, hi, howdy, what's going on, guys? It's your boy. Welcome back to another video. Today is November 22nd, 2023. Checking in. DVWB, Daily Vlogs with Blake. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Blake, why are you starting a daily vlog? It's dark outside. Doesn't that mean it's nighttime? Incorrect, my friends. Today, it is 5 a.m., and that's morning for people who need that explained. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, and my work schedule this week is, like, so fucked, and they had me working much later shifts, and I was like, you know what? Since I go back to 4 a.m.s literally next week, I'm not even going to bother trying to adjust this new schedule. I'm going to keep waking up around 4 a.m., and instead of going to work right away, I'm going to go to the gym, and then I'm going to go get Dunkin', and then when I get home, I'm going to add protein powder to the iced coffee that I get, take a shower, get ready for the day, make myself breakfast, and I thought, you know what? I'm planning on doing this every day that I work this week, and I was like, you know what? I'll bring you guys along with me for that. So, that being said, that's what this is. I'm going to go get Dunkin'. I actually already worked out. I don't know if I said that or not. I just left the gym and I am exhausted. Alrighty, we got better lighting now, but now I have to be quiet because it is 5 a.m. and I just got home. And the majority of my family is sleeping or was sleeping when I came in. Some of the dogs went crazy, so my parents might be awake now. I don't even know. But yeah, I went to Dunkin'. Like I said I would. I do feel kind of bad. I was like one of those customers who comes like right when they open, because the Dunkin' near the what's it called, gym opens up at 5 a.m. All the other Dunkins in the area open up at 4 a.m. and I didn't realize that it doesn't open until 5 a.m. So I felt really bad. And what's it called? For some reason, the person before me ordered a dozen donuts, and then they also had a bag of food and like 3 drinks. And I'm like, dude, you do not need that at 5 a.m. Like, because like more than likely the dozen of donuts is going to be for like a family or something that he's probably going home to, who's not going to be awake for at least an hour and a half. And I'm like, this poor woman is running around being the only person working at the Dunkin' right now, and she's having to do so much extra work because you were like, you know what? They just opened, let me get 12 donuts and 3 breakfast sandwiches and 3 iced coffees, and they're all going to be very different because I have different people in my family. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. I just got an iced coffee, kept it super basic today, and just got, what's it called, cream. I don't know if you heard the panic in my voice. My alarm went off, and I've never heard that alarm noise in my life. I guess that specific alarm has never woken me up before, because that scared the shit out of me. I had no idea what that was. Okay, no, it cut off before, like, when the noise went off, it cut off the video, which is great, because I immediately panicked, and I, like, almost accidentally threw my phone, which would have been fine, because I have padded walls, so it wouldn't have, like, hit the wall too hard, and it wouldn't have been too loud, and it would have landed right on my desk, so it wouldn't have been a problem. But still, that freaked me out. I'm gonna go take a shower, and then I'll meet up with you guys when I make breakfast. I'm probably gonna let future voiceover Blake just narrate what I'm making for breakfast, because I don't want to be too loud. So I'll see you then. Alrighty, so the first thing I wanted was some form of potatoes, and I know the quickest way to make potatoes is hash browns, so you want to go ahead and grab some potatoes, grab a shredder, and then you're going to shred them up into a bowl, and then on a pan, I'm using a cast iron pan, it doesn't really matter, put either an ungodly amount of butter or an ungodly amount of oil, and turn the pan on high heat. I actually did a combination, so there's a little bit of oil in the pan already, and then a little bit of butter, and if you're confused about, like, there's, like, seasonings and stuff in there, I'm in an Italian household, our oil just has seasonings in it. That's something my mother does. But yeah, that's me showing you guys my shredded potatoes and telling you, you gotta squeeze that stuff out before you put it in the pan, because it's not good if the potato is still super wet. Now we're heating up some leftover bacon that I had from the other day, and then I skipped a couple steps, but here's me dicing up some tomatoes, making scrambled eggs. I'm making a breakfast burrito, so that's just kind of going to be like the filling of the burrito is that, and then some of the bacon that I just heated up. And then now I'm going to go ahead and kind of show you my plated up. There's my little burrito. Absolutely beautiful. Now the dogs have kind of joined me, and I'm still finishing up heating up my hash browns. Alright, I can actually show off the final product and like talk to you guys right now, because my sister's also awake, and it's now 6:30, so I'm actually okay to like talk and be out loud. So we got here beautiful hash browns. When I first heated them up or whatever, I realized I didn't heat them up enough, so I threw them back on the stove, and I might have burnt them this time. And then I got a yummy, delicious burrito. I put sour cream, guacamole, and salsa in it, and then the little egg tomato mixture and bacon. So yeah, gourmet breakfast with Blake. I'm so excited. Okay, for some reason this morning I ended up running super late, and I forgot to record an update saying, hey, by the way, I'm going to work. So I'm currently on my break at work, and I kind of want to show you guys the like vast difference between my lunch that I had today and my breakfast I had today, which was super gourmet and nice, and I took my time making it. And now I'm having a tuna packet and crackers. This is what I have for lunch every single day at work. And it's partially because when I work 4 a.m. shifts, sometimes I caught myself eating like 5 meals a day, and you're supposed to have like 3 meals a day and then a couple of snacks here and there. But like, I used to have breakfast when I took my 15 in the morning, then have lunch when I went on my break, and then come home and have lunch, and then have a snack around like 3 o'clock or something. And then when my parents had dinner around like 6:30 or 7 o'clock, I would have dinner. So I got to a point where I was eating like 5 meals a day, and I'm like, I need to stop eating so much while I'm at work. So I limited myself to, sometimes I'll have something when I'm on my 15. I'll have like what's it called, a PB&J or something relatively small. And then for lunches, I got these because they're 17 grams of protein, about 200 calories. And then I got a pack of crackers because I think crackers are good. And I feel like tuna is good on a sandwich. And I don't want to have like slices of bread, because slices of bread are way more calories than you'd think. So I like the little combination of this. And it almost makes me feel like I'm having a charcuterie board. It's not even remotely close, but like, it makes me feel slightly better about it. But yeah, this is also just a really quick lunch to throw together and give you some of the nutrients that you need in the day. Every once in a while, I'll throw fruit in there because we have like oranges and apples at home, but I didn't today. But yeah, today, my lunch, I'm not being a typical iPad kid. I'm actually editing a YouTube video because I'm trying to be responsible. I'm planning on going to see a movie like right after I get off of work. And if I end up doing that, I'm going to be too busy to edit a YouTube video later. So we'll figure that out. But yeah. I'm gonna see you guys when I get off of work. Cheers. Alrighty, so I got off of work. It is literally 3:35, and I have like 5 minutes to get to the movie theater, and I'm hungry as fuck. So I'm currently eating corn dog bites because for some reason they didn't have chicken nuggets today. They have corn dog bites. Exciting. Hi, I just got out of the theater seeing the movie I was seeing. I went to see the Napoleon movie. It felt like I was in that theater for like 7 years. That movie had way too much going on and it was terrible. I'm gonna go further into detail about it later, but my god. Hi, I'm currently broke down. My car, what's it called? The other day the check engine light came on. I'm turning that off because I don't want people like looking at me and like being like, oh my god, there's somebody sitting in their car over there. But what's it called? The other day my check engine light came on, and I think I might have talked about this because I was doing a drive with me video at the time, or I was making some kind of daily vlog or something at the time. I was in a McDonald's drive-through and my car like completely stalled. It turned itself off, and then I was able to turn it back on and it was fine. But my engine's been making like a weird like clicking noise a little bit recently, and yeah, today it did completely just shut off. And my check engine light came on like yesterday. The last time I drove my car is when it came on. So I'm kind of mad because like the indicators like just sense that there's something wrong with the car for the first time, and now all of a sudden it can't drive. So hopefully my car's okay. Hopefully I don't need to spend another like $5,000 or something on it, because I swear to God, I just spent $700 to get my car registered in my name. If there's a fix that needs to happen with it and it's $2,000 or more, I'm going to fucking scream, because I just got the car in my name. And that was $650 for a car I already own. I can't financially handle this shit. Like, I'm so done with this shit. I also found out my family had dinner without me, which is like, okay, that's acceptable. But at the same time, we used to have dinner at 7:30 every night, and we started having dinners earlier because I worked 4 a.m. shifts. So, what's it called? The fact that like somebody was like, oh, we gotta make dinner like at 6 o'clock and make sure that food's on the table by 6 o'clock is really weird to me, because apparently they were sitting down and having dinner at like 6 or something. That's not a normal thing unless I work 4 a.m. shifts. So I don't know if that's like weird or not. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna keep you guys updated. My sister is supposed to be coming to pick me up in probably like 30 minutes or something. So I'm just camped out in Target, at the Target that I work at. And I'm still wearing my fucking Target uniform because I was planning on going to the movie after work. But I didn't have enough time to get changed before going to the theater. I might change now if I have a change of clothes in my trunk. Okay, hey, hi, howdy, I'm back, I'm home, very excited. For people who are wondering about my car, it is okay, we made it home, it made it home. Barry, my car's name is Barry, he made it home safely, everything's okay. When my dad got there, he, tested, a couple of different things, and he was looking around my engine, and, he realized that there was, like, no oil in the engine, so we just put oil in it and then drove it home, and he's like, someday you should probably still take it to AutoZone and see if they could run a diagnosis and see if what my check engine light is on for. But he said that it ran relatively smoothly, which means he didn't run into any of the problems that I've been running into the last couple of weeks. So hopefully, it's actually fine. But, my dad started going off on me about some maintenance things that I'm supposed to be doing, and I just want to go ahead and say, I, for one, blame driver's ed for me not knowing some of these things exist. So I'm just kind of going to go through a list of things that he started questioning me about, and none of these things are things that they teach you about in driver's ed, and I feel like they're all things that, like, if you have to drive and these are regular maintenance things that you should do like every once in a while, they should tell you about these things. Because my dad was like, yeah, so just, make sure you get an oil change. My car's leaking oil, which is why I haven't gotten an oil change. What's it called? I know you're supposed to go, you're only supposed to need an oil change every like 5,000 miles or something like that. And I know for a fact I have driven maybe like 2,000 miles since I got my last oil change. So I wasn't worried about an oil change, but the problem is my car apparently has been leaking oil, which apparently my dad knew, and he didn't tell me that. He wasn't like, hey, by the way, you might need to get an oil change sooner rather than later because your car's leaking oil. Like, apparently he's known about it, but he didn't tell me about it. My bad. So the problem might have just been that I was out of oil. Not entirely sure. But then he started asking me about like transmission fluid. Didn't know that was a thing. Asked me about an air filter, which I will be honest, I've heard of an air filter before, but I have no idea what it is. Obviously, when I think of air filters, I think of like an AC unit and how they have that little like filter square that you take out and replace. But that's inside your house. Obviously, car air filter is probably something different. And then he asked me about what's it called? Something else. And like all of the things he kept asking me about were things that I'm like, I've never heard of these in my life. And I've had a car for about 3 years. Why has nobody at some point been like, oh, by the way, these are regular maintenance things you should do? And why do they not teach you that in driver's ed? Like, if these are things that like you're expected to, replace every like 6 months or something like that, why am I just now finding out about them? I'm almost 20 years old and I've never once in my life heard of any of these things. And I know some people are going to be like, it's your fault. You have a car. You should know about these things. When I spent, I want to say like 20 hours worth of my time doing courses, learning how to drive a car and learning all the rules of the road and stuff like that, I feel like regular maintenance should have been a portion on that, and I would have remembered it. But no, that was not something I was ever taught. So I'm sorry, I don't know things. You can't know things if you're not taught things, which is something that drives me insane because people just expect you to know things, and then they get mad at you when you don't know things. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't just figure things out. I need somebody to explain it to me. But yeah, now that I'm home, it's like 9:30, something like that. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. I'm tired. I'm probably going to go to bed soon, so I'm actually going to leave this video here. Thank you guys so much for coming by, checking it out. I love and appreciate you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, feel free to like and subscribe, and I will hopefully see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bow. Bow. Bow.